Hi, this is In the Middle
with Kes and Jamie.
Jamie, now that the verdict is out on Kyle Rittenhouse, what's your opinion?
Well, I'm going with what the White House said. The court systems and the jury system does work, and the jury has spoken. It's a jury of 12 of his peers in the community who have made this decision, and they saw the evidence. They weighed the evidence. They were very thoughtful and so forth of reviewing the evidence, and you have to respect the process. And so the process and justice has been given out and decided, and we're moving on.
So it doesn't surprise you that all 12 of the jurors said unanimously that they, on all 5 counts, he is obviously not guilty.
Yeah.
I found that a little bit shocking.
Well, because of the state, Wisconsin, because of their laws, they had open carry. They had a very low threshold if you were going to determine that it was self-defense or not.
Uh-huh.
If you felt
so
threatened,
it's easier
yeah.
to say that self-defense, even if somebody pushes me or pushes you, right? It'll be, close.
Well, I
to,
mean, and that's the fear of it. And this is where the protesters and other people there are arguing about this. That's one of their fears, and it is a legitimate fear. It's like, where's the line? Where do you stop and say, well, that's really not a threat to you. But right now, where it stands is like, but I felt threatened, yeah. So you can't really kind of.
But to me, it's almost a little strange because it's a 17-year-old young man. Where did he get the gun? It's semi-automatic. There's, to me, the yes, possibly the verdict could be right in the way that the prosecution chose to charge him for murders. But it's very questionable on everything else. The idea of a 17-year-old having a semi-automatic gun, carrying it open, it's not his state.
Walking around, I don't think his parents were around with him.
What the hell happened there? Why would that be considered normal? Like, the gun laws, to me, here show that gap, that real big loophole of where this seems to be normal.
Well, and it's very interesting, and the interesting twist in this particular case is that the person that bought him the gun, he was a straw buyer, purchaser, that went into the store, purchased a gun, and gave it to him, and got it for him. And that man is facing 3 years in prison on this. So it's the guy who did the shooting and killed 2 people and wounded another is getting off for free. The guy who just went and bought the gun. So you could say, in many ways, that some of the gun laws do work as far as people being held accountable and so forth. But then again, somebody just going in and being able to do something like that, how do you regulate that? Because there's not going to be, you're not going to be checking everybody every time. Now, where are you going with this gun? And then trying to find out that because they're going to lie to you. So I don't think that there's a really good clean answer on this. But the main thing that people need to get over, and they keep arguing about this, this is a race thing and everything else. No, it wasn't. This was a case about a young man who had shot 2 people and wounded a third. Yeah. In self-defense, and that was the question that was on hand. It wasn't about gun laws. It wasn't about Second Amendment. It wasn't about any of that. It was about his being able to defend himself and about to and his ability to be able to defend himself and his ability to have the right to carry the gun. So I guess there is some Second Amendment stuff in it. Yes, there is that. I'm pro guns. I mean, I have guns now, but I've been around.
Not right now.
Don't mess with me, babe. Got you.
Yeah.
But I'm pro gun, and I don't mind guns at all. And I was raised with guns. But I was taught how to respect the gun. Yeah. And I was taught gun safety. And a lot of these kids and all of these people that have guns out in the street and everything, they don't know anything about freaking guns. And a lot of them are buying ghost guns. I don't know if you know what that is. Ghost guns are like
Nope.
these kits. They're basically kind of like a plastic gun that functions just like a regular gun.
We have passed on from the wild years, and the necessity to have a gun right now doesn't seem to be that big. And I know that other countries apart from the US, that I think that the US is the only one that has that kind of freedom. There is no need for it. I don't find that there is a need for it.
Well,
I think there are other ways of protecting your property and yourself, but maybe guns is pushing it a bit for me.
I have no problem with there being somebody having a pistol or a handgun of some sort or a shotgun. I do have a problem. This is where I break with some of the gun rights people. I do have a problem with you being able to, as a private citizen, to go out and buy military-grade weaponry.
Yes.
There's no reason why you need to buy that, because that device is meant for one thing, and it's to kill as many as it possibly can.
There you go.
There's no reason for you to have that. Well, did you see where her father is asked?
I did not. What did he say? Tell us.
Her father is asked to put that, or is calling for her titles to be removed because she embarrassed the family so much with the Ellen thing. So both the royal family and their side of the family. So
well,
it was just
the other thing is, look, she's been calling senators and trying to get them to support her idea.
Yeah.
Well, it's not her idea, but just to support the cause. Support the cause. But to me, it sounds so weird because you just calling and you use your name and go, I'm sorry, oh, hello, well, unfortunately, there's fire somewhere. Hope everyone's fine and well, and they'll make it there on time. What I was saying was the fact that she started calling senators, asking them to back her up on this issue. And they're all like, how did she get our private numbers? Their private mobiles, not their office or anything. And apparently it was like some senator from New York.
Kristen Gillibrand from New York. I mean, I would be so pissed at hell. I mean, because she
that is bizarre. They gave them
she gave her their personal cell phones. I mean, come on, man. You don't do that.
And imagine I call and say, can I give their numbers? That they'll be, no, please go and F yourself.
No.
Right? But because she's Meghan Markle, the Duchess, it just seems weird. I think that I'm not her biggest fan. If she's doing it so heartily because she wants to really deal with this issue, I think there are other ways that could be more productive than doing it the way she does it. So I think it's definitely just a self-PR campaign that she's doing, and
And then poor Harry.
Selfish.
Poor Harry looks like he's being led around by the nose. Like he's so whipped.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just.
So since it's present time, present time.
Gift time.
Yeah, gift giving time. Thank you. It's all about ordering, buying, and
commercialism.
supply and demand. Exactly. And it's an issue. It's been an issue. Papers, Instagrams, wherever, keep saying, please order your presents ahead of time.
Yeah.
There might be shortages that we've got problems with. Yeah, the shipment problems, and all of this is due to the lack of truck drivers, lorry drivers.
Well,
is it or is it not?
Kind of true, and that's kind of not true.
Okay.
I mean, recently when I was in Tennessee, I was going down to Memphis with my mom to see family, and she commented as we were driving that look out, they talk about there's a shortage of drivers and all this other stuff, and the interstate was just packed full of trucks.
Okay.
And so there's plenty of trucks and there's plenty of truck drivers. There's just not enough to catch up with the increase of what people have been purchasing. The Americans have just gone haywire, being at home.
Due to COVID and everybody staying at home and ordering everything online?
Right, exactly. And so everything's been delayed because of that. Then one of the other factors that's playing in is the global economy. The global economy is impacting this with Vietnam being shut down, which is where a primary source and location where clothing and other products like that are manufactured.
Mm-hmm.
There's
China, I guess. Everything comes from China.
Well, but a lot of them, those companies have already moved out of China to Vietnam. They're looking for the cheapest labor.
Right, they're constantly moving. Mm-hmm.
So China's already gone up in their labor costs for companies, and so a lot of the manufacturers or people that were using Chinese companies as their manufacturers, they've moved to Vietnam and there's places like that.
So
Now-
the trucking situation. So you're saying that that's not really.
Well, it's
all
not.
of it.
It's not
Okay.
the be all end all, which is what a lot of people were kind of saying. It's like, oh, there's a shortage of drivers, or they won't go back to work. Well, there's a lot of people that are going to work as drivers. There's just not enough of them. We need more of them.
A lot more.
Right.
So we're back to the point of what it was before COVID in numbers of people that are driving the trucks. It's just that now there's so much more that needs to
Demand.
be delivered
Right.
that there is need for a lot more drivers.
Right. Well, and then the other delay is, and one of the reasons why there's a shortage, like for the clothing thing, I talked about the stuff with COVID in Vietnam, but also the chip supply.
That's been
That's a
insane.
big issue, and
Yeah.
that affects so many things: electronics, both toys and cars and laptops. And that's one of the things I found in this very interesting study the other day, is that they did about what's going to be the most difficult products to get a hold of. And
Which are they?
well, I'll go over some of them.
Yeah,
It was
please do.
interesting.
I'm so curious.
But before we go into that, some good news that has come out of the Department of Commerce,
Okay.
which said in October that retail sales were up dramatically, which means that people are able to buy stuff. So that means the product is getting out there. So Walmart, Target, TJ Maxx, and Marshalls have all announced that they've really overstocked or really stuffed their inventory. So I think that a lot of, and those are major retailers.
Right.
I think that.
So they're ready for the
Yeah.
gift giving season.
And most people are saying, most vendors are saying that they are ready for that no matter what. So
What are
beyond those good ones.
the good news? Tell me what the products, the good 12 products
Well,
on that list.
some is good and some is bad, but you're going to have trouble getting a laptop.
Okay.
It's just because of the chip problem.
Right.
Or there's going to be some kind of delay. Some of the other products is turkeys.
No.
Yeah, turkeys. Well, but see, here's the thing. I grew
I've
up-
been seeing loads of turkeys in the stores.
Yeah, I know. I don't think this is necessarily true, but it is a fact that the supply is down 25%.
Oh,
So
wow.
you're down 1/4% that it was over the last 3 years that they were doing it. So now a lot of that's attributed to COVID, but also the prices of feed went up so high that the producers reduced their production. So
That
that's
is
one of the reasons.
insane.
Yeah.
How
so
are you guys going to do without the turkey on the, Thanksgiving dinner?
we're gonna have lasagna.
Yay! I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
So, but I mean,
So give me one more, just out of curiosity. Out of those 12, turkey is an amazing
Okay,
one.
well, we talked about
Right.
clothing. We talked about electronics. That's going to be an issue. Wine. This is an interesting one.
Well, wine, yeah.
A lot of it is because of the wine industry depends on a lot of overseas companies and shipments coming in. So there's been a shortage of containers, and that's been an issue. Here's something else I didn't know about. There is a shortage of glass.
No.
Yeah, I thought that was fascinating. I had not heard about that.
Well, I also know that there's been some kind of change in the taxation of wines, which also has been creating the difficulties of getting wine and deliveries of wine, and that's why a lot of like the European wines have been sort of back ordered, and then the restaurants and bars are sort of waiting on those orders to come through. So I've heard that also being, so people, if you want your turkeys on time and your wine on time to go with that turkey, please order ahead.
Yeah, and they are
Now.
they are saying that if you order now, I mean, it's obviously too late for Thanksgiving. You're screwed on that. Forget.
No turkey for
But if you need
Thanksgiving.
a turkey for Christmas or New Year's, you can still order them online and have them delivered in time. So
Okay.
anyway, I thought that was interesting.
That definitely is. Well, talking about gifts, and gift season, I'm thinking about weird ones this year for everyone. And I don't know how you deal. How do you like heels? Comfortable though.
I like a good heel
Would
every
you?
day.
Good. So I'm getting you the clogs, the Croc lookalike with a bit of a heel on.
What?
Yeah, I'm getting you this.
No, bitch, I ain't wearing that.
I think so. I think it's amazing. Balenciaga
hell
came
no.
up with this absolutely fascinating product.
I think we should get David to wear it.
Oh, we should give it to someone. I'm thinking I'm going to give it to you.
I think we should get. Why don't we get on?
Because,
We'll have a
I mean,
race.
seriously,
We'll have a race.
this kind of design, I
me see that.
understand. I understand that people need to be creative. I really, truly do. But this is another level of crazy.
Well, it's not even a cute. It's like a spike.
It's not a cute shoe.
But look at the
But
look at
none
the hill.
of those recent shoes are all that cute anyway. It's all about comfort. A lot of it is all about comfort. But this is no comfort, I don't believe.
It's
It's insane. Let's put it as just
and it's a
call
plastic.
it what it is.
It's a plastic damn shoe.
It's a rubber shoe.
How much is it?
Yeah, well, that's another one. Guess. Just give me a wild guess. How much money?
$250.
How much? How much money would someone have to, spend?
I know how much I'd pay.
Well, you wouldn't pay anything.
$9.99.
$9.99.
And that would be $9.99.
Well, all right. Guess. Give me a wild guess. Balenciaga.
300.
Brand. 300 and go up. Up.
4.
Well, all right. Go up.
1,000.
Well, no. It's 625 before tax, since we're in US.
600 and what? 25.
625. 625.
I wonder how many they.
Can you imagine? Can you just imagine?
Can you imagine running into someone
No.
wearing those on the street and you go, "Oh, you dumbass."
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what will be
dumbass.
happening. You'll be like, not bright, not bright.
No. And look at the damn heel. Look at that. It's like a it's like a
done
nail. It
comfortable,
looks like
so
a big
it's-
nail.
Right, but I think maybe this is a design thing. But it could be actually quite comfortable because it won't wobble, so it's not like a stiletto thing, I think we should get one. I think what we need to do is to get one, try it on.
We're gonna have a GoFundMe so you guys can pay for us.
What a great idea.
Yeah.
What a great idea. But I tell you what, we'll get one, we'll try it on, and we'll comment next time.
Just one of the shoes.
Oh, just one shoe. I'm going to go with the right, you're going to go with the left. Perfect.
No, I should go with the right. You should go with the left.
I'll go with the left, you'll go with the right. That's fine.
That's more fitting.
All right, well, that's what we'll do then next time.
All right, cool.